Afro beats. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to make a realistic piano melody. Now this one I'm gonna do in steps because this is pretty much for, it's for everyone, but if you don't know music theory, I'm gonna try to explain it as simple as possible, kind of like in blocks, so you can understand each part simply. So I'm gonna grab a scale because it's gonna be hard for you to understand what I'm talking about if you can't see what I'm talking about. And then at the end of it, I'll just finish the beat because I need an intro beat. So yeah. So I have Keyscape up. You can use anything. This will work with any. Obviously, the better the plugin, the better it will sound. But you can use it with anything. FL Keys works. I used to do it with FL Keys. But what we're gonna get is we're gonna have the bass, which is the chords, and then we're gonna use the chords to build everything else. We're gonna do the melody, then the bass notes. So it's 2017. You don't have to go, do the most. You just come up here and click something that you want. I'm gonna do the minor seventh, and I'm gonna just fit it somewhere. Probably here. I want this to kind of sound a little bit dark, a little bit, yeah. So, you could do that, and if you want to know how to create chords, you just skip a note every time like that. You don't have to do that, but generally that's what you do. Just skip a note. That's how you create a chord. So we're gonna build the bass, and what I do, I just copy it, and usually I just go four first, for like bars, I guess, and I'm gonna just pull this one down, and I'm gonna just try to find something that I like real quick. Okay, so I like that. So that's the first thing you want to do. Okay, you want to find the chords. You want the chords to be you want the chords to sound good, obviously, but I'm saying the first thing you want to do is find something you like, because this is you're gonna want to like making the melody. You're gonna want it to sound good. You don't want to just put stuff here because I taught you how to do it, so you're just gonna put it there. You want to actually like the melody, okay? So I actually like this. I think that's the first step. So now, um, what we're gonna do with this, we're gonna make it realistic, and there's a couple ways you can do it. You could do it manually, but you don't have to do that. Um, what you want to do is change the velocity, because that's what's gonna make it sound realistic. So we're not gonna do it down here. You could, but don't waste your time. Highlight it, and some of you probably already know this. I just like to go to strum, and I like to pull this. Well, I don't know why the tension is here, but I keep the tension here, and I just pull this just so like it's a little off, and then the velocity I leave like right here. I don't let it go past this word, because what we're gonna do next. So, and this is what it's gonna sound like, just a little off. You can kind of hear like the strum, a quick strum. Okay, so next, what you want to do, and once the video's over, trust me, it'll go a lot faster. You watch my videos, I do this in like 15 seconds or whatever. So I'm just going slow so you understand. So now what I go do is randomize. You can see it says humanizer at the top, right? And I don't touch anything else really. I just come here to the velocity knob, and I turn it about here. But now it's gonna be too loud, as you can see. Unless that's what you want. If that's what you want, then do that. But I don't want my chords to be louder than my actual melody. So I'm gonna hold Alt and scroll down to about halfway, like that, somewhere around there. So this is what it should sound like now. So it sounds a little bit better, okay? So obviously you can come in here and you can like do other stuff, but I don't want to make this too complicated. So now I'm gonna take the bass notes, right? The bottom, the very bottom notes of my chords. I'm just copying them and then drag them down to the next octave, or you can press Control down on the keyboard if you want. So I think that should be good. And what I'm gonna do is turn the velocity down on these, like that. Okay. So this is what it'll sound like. Okay. So now we got that going, and I'm actually pull this back because I don't want it to mess with the other half. And we'll go over this while I'm leaving all this space later. So we got this done, right? And now we need a melody. So what I like to do is kind of just tap a note while this is playing to see what note I want to start with, right? Because if you know where to start, you know where to finish. All right, so here, I'll just play it. Let me actually turn this up because I want my melody to be slightly above the chords. Okay, so this is the start. So from here you can really do what you want, but we're trying to make it realistic. So I'm gonna put these back, just make them really short. Okay, so from here I'm going to create some realistic type playing. So like some small taps, some flams, some strums, all that. So let's see. I'll probably do something like, let me actually make this smaller. 1/2 step is a good thing for flamming. You could come up here and just highlight it and go to flam and strum, but that's too time consuming. So I just do it here. So I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna do this half, and then I'll do something different with this half. So just find some I like. And we could put some taps in there, but I'll put it over here. And then we try. We can just see what that sounds like right now. Cut that off. All right, so the next step is do the same thing, except I would just come in here, down here, and just do it myself for the velocity. So what I'm gonna do is, when you usually do a flam or you do the velocity with the melody, you kind of want to go in the follow the notes. So you see how this one is down and you go up, kind of just play it like that. So this up, down, you can see going lower. This is back up a little bit. And then a taps. This is like someone's playing. Let me see if it'll like that. So you want to mimic that, and it's not gonna be the same velocity. So I'm gonna, make it something like that. Then it's gonna flam, do the flam again, and here's what it's gonna sound like. Now you see how much better that sounds. So I'm gonna leave this like this, and then I'm gonna go over here and probably do a strum or something. Okay. We're almost done. It's just a few more little tricks I got to show you. Um, so here, just find some I like. Try to follow the same notes or go up. Not sure if it's gonna sound good, but we'll see. All right, okay, I like that. So same thing, and I just want to demonstrate why the velocity, how to use the velocity with the melody. So this one's going higher, so I probably want that to go higher too, right? And then here, start at the same point, and I just want to go down. Just keep going down, or you can just right click and hold and do that. Then flam it, make this one lower, make it go up back to somewhere around here, okay? So let's see what that sounds like now. And actually, yeah. And then we can see what it sounds like this. Still sounds good, but it doesn't sound realistic. And there's still two more things I gotta show you when I'm done with this part. And I might just make this one mellow, just straight, you know what I'm saying? So let's and you obviously you can go off you don't have to stay on this grid. You can do a thirds type of thing too. Not 100% sure it's gonna sound good, but we can try it. So, and I think it's Control L to make it go out all the way out. I'm not 100% sure. I think it is. I don't know. It's one of them. Which one is it? Control L. Yeah. But anyway, let me go back to the thirds and put this on. See what that's gonna sound like. Right here. Bruh. Probably want us to come in a little bit more. Bruh. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just do the regular. I probably have to spend more time with the timing on it, but I don't want to make this too crazy. Let's see. Just stretch it out. Let me quantize it. Control Q to quantize. And we're gonna do the same thing, right? That, and then make this one lower. Because we want it to end soft, and then when it comes back in the front, we want it to be higher, right? Okay, so this is what it all should sound like. I actually want to mix this up because in real life, you know, you don't play at the same exact release. So, you know, change that around a little bit. Just edit it up, you know. All right. So now one trick that I do is I take like every other note, you know, a few notes, something like that, and I hold Alt and just go press the right key on your keyboard, or you can drag it like 3, and then I'll take like maybe some here, like the some that start. Maybe no, that won't sound good. And just Alt and go like 2, and we'll see how that sounds. And what you're doing is making it uncomputerized even more, because a person doesn't play like on the grid perfectly, right? So one trick that I do, I highlight it, copy it, and to copy just hold shift and drag it, and then I control up to another octave, and I turn this down by holding Alt, and dragging it down just some about right there, maybe like 5 scrolls down or something. Then I go Alt again and I just Alt twice over, and then make sure this is, right there. And it should sound really realistic after that. So it sound like something like this. Right? So the part that's gonna make this realistic is not just this. Okay, because when someone's playing the piano, you gotta think it's not just like 8 bars of the same thing. It's not repetitive. They change it up throughout the song. But we're making a beat, so we don't want it to change up so much, right? So I'm just click bar, shift, click and hold, and drag this over, right? And this is the part we're gonna change up, but not too much. So I'm gonna make all these quantized. I'm gonna just go to beat, put quantize, and then every other one, I'm gonna go to strum, and I'm gonna strum it like, make sure it's like super, tense or whatever, something like that. And this is gonna create a problem, so we're gonna want to drag these out, well, back about here. And the great thing about the top one is now you can do extra stuff with it. That might not sound good with it. Let's see. All right, there we go. So now you use this to just make it more realistic. It's all the same stuff. It's just you're making it sound a little better by just adding and taking away stuff. And this is really gonna give you a realistic sound. And you can just drag these out yourself if you want. That's what I'm doing. Let's take some stuff out. Take that one out, stretch it. And I think that's pretty much. All right, so we can see what this sounds like now with it. You can also add notes in the middle too, I guess, if you want. If you want to. You just see what it sounds like. Make sure this isn't too loud though. I know this is a lot, but this is what it would look like if somebody was freestyling on the piano. So here we go. And we just gotta probably fix some stuff up in there. So I want to hear it and the whole thing. And that's why you want to make sure these don't overlap because it will cut it off. So keep that in mind. Okay, so. And one other thing to keep in mind that I didn't really mention, it's not a big deal, but it will sound weird. Like you got to drag your notes to the next because it will kind of sound weird if you just stop it, you know. Okay, so there we have that. So that's pretty much how you do that. And I just have another one up, just a Rhodes. I don't know, so I could play that too. All right, so I'll probably put like markers, a time marker in the description, so you can just click to what part you want. because I didn't want the video to be this long. I didn't know it would take this long to explain everything, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I'll just put like the part where I would do the chords, and then I'll put a marker where I do, explain this and that. So now I'm just put a beat to it. I'm not gonna take too much time doing this. Let me get rid of this so I can see the back of this. Let's just put like a simple melody down. Nothing crazy. Of course, we gotta increase that velocity a little bit. All right, I'm not gonna do too much. I just need an intro video. I mean, intro beat. So I'm just make it super simple, like that. Then maybe put an extra some there. All right, that's fine for now. So I'm just copy this to the kick, and then make sure everything is on the same notes. What am I doing? Right, pull that up. Put it right there. Okay, we can see what this sounds like. And put some, I guess we can put some rolls in there real quick. All right, that should be good. I don't want to spend too much time. All right, so this is what it could sound like. I'm gonna take out this I don't like the third thingy, so I'm gonna take that out. So as you can see, the more realistic the piano is, the less sounds I have to use, because I really don't even have to add anything else to this beat. I have 2 of these, but I don't really have to add anything. I'm just make the intro right now. I'm probably just number 2. Rose is number 3. Okay. So I'm gonna take that out, save that for that. I'll just play the rose by itself, and let everything come in by itself. Let's just turn this down a little bit. Okay. Take that off. No hi-hats. Bring it back in. Let it play. That probably one at the end. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Or wait, that might be too long. Just let it fade out. Save it, and I'll just play the beginning real quick. All right, so I don't want to go over 30 minutes, or some people might not click on the video. So yeah, that's how you make realistic piano melodies. I didn't want it to be this long, but it is kind of an advanced thing to learn, especially if you really don't know music theory. If I was explaining this to people who really knew like music theory, it would probably take 5 minutes, but I have to explain, why and how I'm doing it. So hope this helps out. I really do. I have a backup video for this just in case it doesn't. A long explanation. So if you want to see that, just let me know in the comments if you made it this far. And yeah, like, sub if you're new, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace.